All right, thanks for joining us on Valley News Live tonight. A risk for severe weather, and it's going to be much different than our Monday storms that brought the heavy rain, the gusty straight line winds, and even hail. And I got to tell you, tonight we do have a risk of a few tornadoes out there. We're looking at our Valley Skycam first and foremost, and you're looking to off to the west here. We do have, some clouds approaching, non-severe storms, not impressive hail signatures on these storms. But at times we're seeing some rotation on the radar, and we'll get to that in a moment. Right now, our storm chaser Eric Whitehill is out near the Castleton area, and he's been monitoring some lowering of the cloud base. So if this dark gray up here is the base of the thunderstorm cloud, sometimes we get that lowering a little closer to the ground. That's called a wall cloud, and he's monitoring one of these wall clouds here. And he is reporting that some of these wall clouds are spinning pretty wildly. So that's what we're keeping our eyes on. There is a risk because of the turning of our winds in the atmosphere, in the lower half of it, at least as we go through the evening tonight. There will be the possibility of some brief tornadoes, and we're keeping our eyes on the skies. Let's get back to the numbers for right now, and we'll start out with the radar view. A line of thunderstorms from north of Fargo, south of Grand Forks, straight down to the South Dakota border near you in Sisseton, where there's some rain happening right now in the Dakota Magic Casino area. And line of cells also from near the Valley City area in the southeast North Dakota, another cluster of storms exiting central portions of North Dakota. The severe risk along Highway 200 and points south into Lakes Country this evening into the early night. Up here, it's just good old-fashioned rain and a lot more of it where we've had for the last 24 hours, way more than we can handle. Norman County, this activity here, non-severe. We do have showers moving through North Fargo now and crossing into parts of northern Clay County. And here, this cell moving to the north and east towards the FM area will bring heavy rain. And then we have cells down towards Breckenridge and one near the South Dakota border in southern Richland County. Right over Kindred here, we have some darker reds. So not hail or large hail at any rate, or severe hail. But do you see the bright greens next to the reds? Greens indicate motion in the cloud toward the radar. It means that next to it immediately we have motion away from the radar. That's spin, and this storm is showing signs of rotation as it moves into southernmost portions of the Cass County area and southwestern Clay County as it's moving to the northeast at 25 miles per hour. So we're keeping our eyes on that one. Down farther south, if you're in Breckenridge, Wahpeton, you are about 15 minutes away from a cell, but because they have a little bit more of a northerly direction, it may clip the northern reaches of your community. Fairmount also seeing a cell working its way through there. Weaker spin, very weak. See the lighter colors here, so it's not as impressive, but again, the storm's showing some weak spin in the lower atmosphere. Valley City, south of you in Barnes County, a cell that's working its way east at 25 miles per hour, and the Lisbon area seeing a cell move over right now. Again, the colors are lighter, so weaker spin with this storm. And moving into western parts of Stutsman County, particularly the northwest, we have a cluster of lightning-producing storms as well, and good old-fashioned rain through much of northwest Minnesota. Temperatures throughout the day much cooler, but look at the differences. Mid-60s to low 80s in Sisseton at this hour, and at Hector we have a temperature of 73 degrees. That wind gusting from the southeast at 25 miles per hour here at the ground. And our forecast model picking up on our line of storms very well here in the 5 o'clock hour. Watch where they move as we set this into motion. Into Lakes Country, mainly if you get to that Highway 200 corridor and Highway 10 corridor and point south, best chance of storms tonight that could be strong. After that, it looks like good old-fashioned showers continue through the overnight into the morning. Top off the wiper fluid, have the umbrella handy as you're heading off to work. Temperatures near 60 to start your day tomorrow. Shower chances will decrease in the afternoon as this system exits to the east, and the evening looks pretty swell across much of the area, but we'll have this north wind with gusts over 20 miles per hour to contend with. So a cooler and breezy day, to say the least. Temperatures mid-70s across the board as we head through our afternoon. Today's photo of the day, a shelf cloud in Fargo yesterday. Jana Johnson, no relation, sharing that photo. Thanks, Jana. Here's a look at your planning forecast after we get through a few showers in the early half of our Wednesday. Things look quiet through the end of Thursday. 80s return. It looks like 81, a little bit cooler on Friday with spotty storms, a better chance of a few more storms as we go into Saturday And then Sunday and Monday look hot, near 90. I want to pass along this. We're going to continue this, get this information out. Tornado warning for the storm I was talking about in Richland County with the bright reds and greens. So I'm going right back to the radar and right back to the wall here momentarily to get this information out accurately. A tornado warning for that cell that is right over Kindred, or heading towards Kindred right now, has been issued by the National Weather Service for extreme southern parts of Cass County and extreme northern reaches of Richland County for this rotating storm. I will show you exactly where the radar is indicating the rotation, and it's only a few miles to the south of you in Kindred. So if you are in the path of this storm as it moves to the east-northeast at a pace of about 20 to 25 miles per hour, the rotation is 5 miles south of Kindred. It's moving into the direction of Kindred and the southern Red River Valley. Here is a look at the communities that would have to be concerned and be undergoing those safety precautions. There's the rotating part of the storm moving to the northeast at, I'm going to go 20 miles per hour because it was a little slower. Will be near Kindred by 5:27, particularly areas south of town. Also, Oxbow. By 6 o'clock, this storm could be near you. If we can take our Skycam, we'll go ahead and show you a quick scan before we get back to the news of the day. You're looking west, rain in West Fargo and North Fargo, and then as we spin around toward the south side, we are not able to see all the way down to the Kindred area because of the low clouds. But that storm showing very tight rotation in it for several scans. That is why the National Weather Service issued a tornado warning. Southern Cass, northern Richland County. I'm going to get you the time here. You should be seeking shelter in the lowest floor of a sturdy structure. And a sturdy structure is not items like a mobile home, manufactured home, RV. Get out of structures like that and get into a sturdy structure attached to its foundation. Get to the lowest floor and make sure it's an interior room away from windows. The warning, Andrea, it's in effect until 5:45. We'll continue to gather information on this, but I think the thing to kind of keep in mind here as we go through the newscast and beyond into the early overnight hours is that there's just some spin in the atmosphere, and tonight's storms are not going to be as stout with hail. They're not going to be as stout with the gusty straight-line winds as the storms yesterday were. But because of that spin, we're keeping our eyes on the possibility of tornadoes.
We always want that. Okay, we're